Greetings, dear viewers. Welcome back to the Twisted Nightmare Studio. In this video, I'm going to be showing just a few different footage, a little bit of footage from an upcoming game that I'm excited about. This is called Remnant 2. This game is not very much talked about by the mainstream, unfortunately, because it's just not that big of a game. I don't know why. The first game was freaking amazing. I mean, I'm talking mind-boggling. Once I got past figuring out how to not suck at it, I was amazing. And it actively encourages cooperative play with up to 2 other players, I believe. And this is like a Dark Souls-like with guns.
Will destroy everything for all time.
I mean,
Turning back after this.
that's basically your bonfire right there. Like, yeah, you're moving on a train at one point. This looks so awesome, man. Yeah, this. Amazing. Like, I am so. That kind of looks like the Matrix. I'm getting so excited for it, and I mean, like, they did so good in that last game, and this just looks like it's going to be even better, honestly. That looks like a concussion shot today, I think. See, I'm one of those losers. I watched a 2-hour footage, you know, because they did a 2-hour gameplay. And I mean, I could probably, like, put that on if I can find it and show you snippets, but this is, I mean, sufficient, I think. A couple of these little things, and I think, honestly, that should, you know, you'll get the idea. There we go. It's the one that's got 9 minutes of gameplay, so not the full 2 hours. Obviously, the graphics are much improved over the original game. If you haven't played the original game, you wouldn't know that. But now, see, okay, this is obviously the handler archetype, because if you're a handler, you get a little pooch companion. And obviously you can send your pooch to attack enemies. They'll attack enemies regardless, but so you always have a companion. Now that makes me wonder: can you have 3 handlers in one game? And in that case, is that like 6 people? Like, are we talking 3 AI, 3 people? Because that would be a cluster of an amazing gameplay. If you're from Remnant 2, if you created this game, let me know. Like, can 3 handlers play in the same match, or does that get confusing? See, the dog automatically attacks. So, you got spellcasters and mods that are pretty awesome. I like the automatic shotgun, and I've seen that concussive blast. Like, I saw an enemy, a really large enemy, lunge at this guy who was playing, and he did a concussive blast. And in mid-air, this guy was stopped and kind of thrown backwards, despite the fact that, you know, as I said, he was already in the middle of an attack. I think that's amazing, given the fact that, you know, in a lot of games, if a character's mid-air, you're not going to stop him. Obviously, you guys still have your Dragon Hearts as your healing thing. Now, I've heard that they've improved the melee combat. I don't know if that's true. That's just, you know, what I've heard. Because from what I can see, it doesn't look much improved. Granted, I mean, melee was always, kind of like your last resort. If enemies are in too close and you just need them to back off, you take a swing with your sword or whatever. And I mean, granted, they had some fairly creative melee weapons once I played through, but at the same time, melee just wasn't very strong in the first game to me. So, but yeah, I mean, you're gonna be in water, so that probably slows you down. And eventually you get to this big guy. Girl. Mother mind, obviously. Now here's the weird thing, like, this person consistently shoots right at the front, but like, wouldn't you think to target these big open sores? I mean, it's like herpes. If you sit there and punch it enough, I'm kind of pretty sure it would hurt. But instead, they just go for the face. So I wonder. Like, maybe that's not what makes wrong with it. I mean, there is some jumping, but from what I've seen, it looks more interactive based as opposed to, well, once again, ads are in this game. Granted, not too many, but it seems. But yeah, like seriously, he's only going for that, which I mean, doing some damage, but I would think to hit those things. I mean, but he never once does. Maybe there's a surprise if you shoot him, I don't know. You shoot like each of them like half a dozen times and he dies because of boom, 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 boom. Probably not. I just took out an entire dang section of the map, which will really suck if you think about it, because, you know, you need that space to maneuver. Told you we should have been emptying those. Person sucks at this game. I mean, like, I hate to say that, like, but it just isn't that good. Like, and this is coming from me, and I ain't good either. So, yeah, this is Remnant 2. This is actually what looks to be a very amazing game. If you're a fan of Souls-likes, this is definitely one to get. If you're a fan of third-person shooters, this is definitely one to get. Believe me when I say that this game was the first one was an amazing game, which I would recommend getting as well. I'd recommend getting it. The story is also vague, like, you know, like Dark Souls. The story isn't pushed in your face. There's a few times when you have to interact with people and they have dialogue, but you can easily skip past it. And even if you don't, there's a chance you're not going to remember it. So, yeah, honestly, there are different archetypes, different worlds, and like you can they let you, like, they've been putting out these like 2-minute and a half videos of like the world of Lonesome Fae. So, you know, this is one of the area you're going to be going through, and then you have like, you know, Ward Prime. Oh no, that's Remnant from the Ashes. That's, whoops, I went too far back. World of Yaesha. Like, and I do appreciate it. Just, you know, just letting you see it, just letting you appreciate it. They have very much confidence in their games, and as well they should. Remnant 2 is looking to be an amazing game. Remnant 1 was an amazing game. You know, they've made several games. Like, Gunfire Games is actually known for the Darksiders series. I don't know if you know those, the ones where you play as the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Yeah, the further you, like, if you played Darksiders 1, you're going to get much more of a old school God of War hack and slash. But as they progress and you get to the third game, which is the one that came out the most recently, in like 2017 or 2018, it was very much in the vein of Souls-likes. So, anyways, if you haven't heard of this game, I highly recommend you checking it out. It's called Remnant 2 from Gunfire Games. If you already knew about it, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time here in the Twisted Nightmare Studio.